That frantic voicemail you receive from your family member saying he has been arrested and he needs you to deposit the bail money immediately. But his voice sounds suspiciously like a GPS navigator who smokes 3 packs a day. That's AI voice cloning for you. And that official looking bank alert at the top of your Google search, it's a digital Venus flytrap designed to slurp up your password and drain your bank account. We are living in a sci fi thriller directed by scammers with a computer science master's degree. A new breed of criminals armed with hyper realistic AI, artificial intelligence, is staging the largest, most absurd robbery in human history, and they are siphoning over $1 trillion a year from people just like us. It's a global heist orchestrated by digital phantoms. And where is the stage for this whole chaotic play? Our very own favorite social media platform, Google. Their platforms, Search, YouTube, Gmail, have become the primary battlefield. So, is Google the villain for building the playground where the bullies are hanging out and milking all the money from our wallets? Or are they the ones that have enough firepower to stop this scamming? Tonight, we investigate the front lines of this new age war, not to ask if Google is guilty, but to ask what they are doing to stop these scammers and if we can partner with them to win this fight. Let's be clear, this isn't just a petty annoyance. It's a full blown crisis that's becoming a painful part of modern day life for millions like us. The Federal Trade Commission keeps reporting a steady climb in fraud losses, with reported losses jumping 25% in 2024 to 12.5 billion in the US alone. And we are not talking about pocket change, while the median loss for a victim hovers around a few $100s. That number can skyrocket within minutes. The romance scams, now supercharged with AI chatbots and deepfake video calls, are particularly devastating. Imagine building a relationship with someone for weeks, seeing their face, hearing their voice, only to learn it was all an elaborate AI generated lie designed to empty your bank account. The financial devastation is immense, but the human cost is immeasurable. It's an elderly couple's life savings vanishing in an instant because of a fake bank alert that looked identical to the real thing. It's a recent graduate in India promised a dream job after paying the processing fee for a position that never existed. It's a family in Kenya sending their savings to a scammer who promised a spot in a foreign work program, only for the opportunity to turn out to be a hoax. This isn't science fiction anymore. This is the brutal reality of 2025. And the critical point is that while AI is the scammer's weapon of choice, it's also the core of our best defense. The question is, how is that defense being fought on Google's own turf? The Google powered crime scene. So, how are these criminals getting to you? They are using the internet's biggest toll roads and Google's own highways. The playbook is shockingly simple and unfolds across Google's entire world. First, they are malvertising. Scammers place malicious ads through Google's own ad network. You search for something legitimate like a software download or a crypto wallet, And at the very top of your Google search, you see an ad that looks official. It has a logo, the right language, everything looks normal. And you click it, and you've not just taken into the real site, but you land on a perfectly cloned design to steal your login credentials, information to install software, or to hack your websites. Then you have the explosion of scams on YouTube, Google's video giant. It's a digital hunting ground. There are deep fake videos of figures like Elon Musk promoting fake crypto giveaways, complete with QR codes that drain your wallet. Scammers are even hacking and hijacking popular YouTube channels, changing the branding, and then live streaming these deep fake videos to that channel's unsuspecting subscribers. These aren't crude fakes anymore. AI makes them hyper realistic with convincing voices and appearances designed to exploit trust. It doesn't stop there. Have you ever Googled a customer support number? Scammers buy top spots for these searches, and you think you're calling a tech support for a wallet company, and then instead you end up at a fraudster's call who will then talk their way into remotely accessing into your computer, and they will then get all the legitimate information, and voila, your bank is empty. Google says it blocks ads for third party tech support, but the scammers, they just keep finding ways, new ways through this. AI is the glue that holds it all together. AI generates flawless phishing emails in your Gmail like the urgent electricity bill overdue notices in India that trick people into giving their payment details. It builds phony government service portals from countries like Africa and promises expedited passports for fee that just disappears. It creates fake travel packages that look like a real thing just to steal your information. Scammers are even using AI chatbots to automate romance scams, juggling dozens of victims at once. And nobody controls more eyes than Google. So, how is Google fighting back against such criminals using their platforms? They are waging a constant high tech war across their entire world. First, their battle is against malvertisements. Scammers who are placing these malicious ads through ad network. To counter this, Google uses a combination of AI and human reviews to vet advertisers. However, criminals, they use tactics like cloaking, where they show Google security a harmless looking ad, but the ad transforms into a scam after it is approved. It's a cat and mouse game where Google systems must constantly evolve to detect these digital Trojan horses. Then you have the fight on YouTube, Google's video giant, to combat deepfake videos promoting fake crypto giveaways. Google relies both on automated detection systems that scan for scams and reports from the user community. When scammers hijack popular channels, or hack into these channels to live stream deepfake videos, both Google's internal teams and alerts from the users are critical for a swift response to shut them down and restore the channel to the rightful owners. And it doesn't stop there. For threats like phony customer support numbers in ads, Google has implemented specific policy changes such as banning ads entirely for third party tech support services. For scams like fake UPI payment support calls from India, Google works to block any fraudulent ads and de indexes the associated websites from its search results. AI is the glue that holds Google's defense together. Their AI models are analyzing billions of data points to spot and block phishing attempts in Gmail, identify phony government service portals, and take down fake package tracking pages. Every time a scammer tries a new trick, Google's goal is to gather that data and to teach their AI how to stop the next attack before it reaches more people. This is where the issue of accountability becomes truly thorny. Legally, Google is mostly in the clear. Picture it like this: if you own a gigantic flea market, laws say you're responsible when the vendor sells counterfeit goods, just as long as you remove them after someone complains. But does that really absolve you of the responsibility when your market becomes the city's top hotspot for scams? Is not legally liable the same thing as not morally responsible? Let's trace the flow of money. Google's advertising business is the machine designed to transform your clicks into profit. According to their 2024 ad safety report, Google has blocked or removed over 5.5 billion bad ads and suspended over 12.7 million advertiser accounts in 2023 alone. They tout their efforts, claiming that a combination of AI and human review keeps scams at bay. Yet, here lies the heart of the conflict. Imagine Google as the operator of a massive hydroelectric dam powering the world. Their ads are like water rushing through turbines, generating billions in revenues. Of course, they've installed filtration systems to catch the debris, to catch the scams, but they know that slowing down the flow enough to catch every scam would mean less power and lower profits. Scammers exploit this. Techniques like cloaking a digital Trojan horse let scammers show Google a harmless ad during approval only for it to become a scam once it's live. Despite Google's efforts and partnerships with many other AI organizations and software companies, they are really trying to beat this horse of scammers. Users on Google's own help forums regularly complain about the blatant scams that linger for days, and it also starts draining the cash from people. Recent antitrust rulings have simply confirmed what many have already suspected. Google holds a monopoly over search advertising. This isn't just a platform, it is the platform. They set the rules and dominate the field. The question strikes at the core of tech industry's ethics at the age of scale. When success is measured in billions of dollars and trillions of ad impressions, the calculus changes. Every additional layer of verification adds milliseconds of latency, fractions of cents in costs, and the risk of friction that might scare away legitimate advertisers. For a company in Google's position, hesitation isn't just about technical limitations, it's structural, woven into the DNA of the organization, built for growth at breathtaking speeds. Now, don't get me wrong, there are many new policies that multiple governments are working with social media companies like Google and with many AI organizations to, to get ahead of this curve of spams and scams. And let me tell you that many things are going to change in the next 12 to 18 months. We are not going to allow scammers to be successful in their agendas of scamming people. This is where the fight turns from Google's problem into our shared mission. Legally safe harbor laws mean Google isn't directly responsible for what criminals do on their platform as long as they act to remove it. But practically, an unsafe platform is bad for everyone. That's why Google is investing heavily in this fight. They have partnered with multiple AI software companies to clean up our digital ecosystem. In 2023, Google has blocked or removed over 5.5 billion bad ads, and they've suspended over 12.7 million advertiser accounts. Think of it this way: Google operates a massive digital ecosystem. The ads and content are the lifeblood. Rather than shutting it all down, they are building increasingly sophisticated filtration systems powered by AI to catch these scams and the scammers. And as time goes by, our AI systems are going to become smarter than your imagination can ever think of. Every time you see a suspicious something that is happening on Google, or if you believe it's a scam, you should report it to Google. You're not just flagging a bad actor, you're feeding the crucial real time intelligence directly into Google's security AI. You are the human element in the review process, the lookout for the digital frontier who can spot a threat of scam and criminal activities that are using Google's platforms. Your report helps train the system to recognize new scamming tactics and patterns and makes it smarter and faster at protecting the next user. With its global reach, Google is the command center at this war with the view of the battlefield no one else has. They have the advanced AI and the most advanced AI technology software companies partnering with them. We have millions of eyes on the ground, and the fight isn't just Google, it's a partnership. Have you ever reported one of these scams to Google? Have you ever partnered to see if Google partners with you to take it down? Share your experience in the comments section below. Let's build a community playbook on the best ways to spot and report these digital traps. By sharing what works, we can all become more effective partners in this fight. The goal is to shift from becoming potential targets to being active defenders. So, in conclusion, is Google guilty? They aren't the ones creating the scams. That guilt lies with the global criminal networks. The uncomfortable truth is that because Google's platforms are central to our digital lives, they're also the primary battlefield for this new kind of war. Being the battlefield doesn't make you the criminal, it makes you the first line of defense. The evidence is clear. Scammers are using AI at a terrifying rate on Google Search, YouTube, and through Google Ads. The damage is catastrophic. It's a scam apocalypse that we all need to partner together. You, me, and Google together, we are going to take down these scammers. Our goal is to make sure that these scams do not happen, and also the scammers are not able to make any revenues out of their scams. And while Google's safety reports show that a massive effort is happening, and you will see a major change and shift happening on the Google platforms, their systems are going to become more impenetrable and the shields are going to get stronger. But to say that they are doing nothing is to ignore the war they are fighting with us. It is a necessary and evolving defense. The narrative that it's solely on Google to solve this is incomplete, incompetent, and incomprehensible. Google has built the global fortress and the advanced weaponry. But to win, they need an army. And that army is us. The real question is not what Google will do about it, but what we as users are going to help them in this war. Many AI and social media software companies are partnering with Google to fight these criminals and scammers. Stay tuned. We will discuss more about this in our future videos. If you enjoyed listening to this video, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you and goodbye.